My name is Todd Watkins. I'm a professor of economics and I run the microfinance program here at Lehigh. One thing that Lehigh has that I think that other institutions might have less of is lower barriers between disciplines. This is an upper echelon institution in the United States, and so we're getting some of the absolutely best students, not only in the country, but from across the world participating here. And there's plenty of people here on campus who are very narrowly within their discipline and are the absolute best in the world at what they do. That's not me, and Lehigh's allowed me to be different and allowed me to sort of rotate between the disciplines, and that's where I've developed my real passions. Lehigh has been a remarkably nurturing environment. It's been a great place for me to grow my academic research program because the resources that are there enabling me to pursue what I want to do, sending me abroad to bring students abroad and other faculty with me to study microfinance in developing countries. One of the things that's been quite important for us as we develop our program in microfinance is finding organizations on the ground in the countries in which microfinance is operationalized in a big way. Here in eastern Pennsylvania, we're near enough Washington, D.C. and New York to be in the midst of the top tier organizations that do international development and international finance. But the on-the-ground stuff in microfinance is happening in places like Peru or Zambia or Bangladesh. And so partnering with institutions in other countries, especially in those developing countries, has been critical for our ability to do research and to bring students and immerse them in field work. You're working in parts of the planet that are completely different than my ordinary experiences. Bringing students and other faculty into these environments, it's changing the way we sort of see the world. And one of the more fulfilling things that happens when we're here talking about microfinance and international development is that there's a lot of international students floating around campus. So if you're trying to learn something about Ghana, if you're trying to learn something about Bangladesh, you go bring in a student who actually lives there, and whether or not they're in the class, you can bring that country into the classroom. What microfinance has enabled me to do is to feel like the projects that I'm engaged in might actually change the way it's really done on the ground tomorrow if we learn something about how it can be done better, either a technology that the students and the faculty are developing or some research on how to manage the process a little bit better. Institutions on the ground might actually do it, and Lehigh is one of the few places where this kind of research is getting done. So I feel like I have a much more likely real impact on the world, and especially on the lives of poor people on the ground.